Right now, 5,000 migrants are living in shelters run by the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois.
Nonprofits like the Instituto del Progreso Latino are helping those who endured incredible challenges in their homelands and setting their sights on goals for a better life. Suzanne Lemonnier has that story.
Luis David Patiño Reyes, his wife Vanessa Fuentes, and their 4 children arrived in Chicago about 1 month ago. Speaking in Spanish, Vanessa told us, "We are very happy and foremost thankful to God." The couple left Venezuela and traveled to Colombia, then Mexico, where they applied for political asylum. Luis David showed us this nearly 5-inch-long scar in his scalp. He says he was beaten with a metal pipe by the opposition in his country because his mother was a political candidate opposing the Maduro regime. Vanessa told us we started to suffer a series of political persecutions. Luis David and Vanessa both have work authorization. Luis David is seeking a job as a chef. Vanessa is a doctor and plans to work in the medical profession in Chicago. They say getting their city key ID cards with the help of the Pilsen-based nonprofit Instituto del Progreso Latino also opens a whole new world of opportunities for them. With a government-issued ID, they'll be able to open a bank account, use public transportation, and even have the identification needed to drive a car. The couple also has been able to get resources they need for their 16-year-old son, Juan Sebastián. In Venezuela, Vanessa says they faced so much discrimination because their son has Down syndrome.
We're so honored to be able to walk with families during these difficult times.
Karina Ayala Bermejo is the president and CEO of Instituto del Progreso Latino, the nonprofit serving 18,000 immigrants and their families in Chicago, just like Vanessa and Luis David.
The perception of what may be of an undocumented or a new arrival, and to show the vibrancy so they can also contribute to the economic development and improvement of the country.
The organization's work doesn't stop when it comes to getting new arrivals identification cards, housing, and also jobs. And education is also offered to their children, too. Instituto Justice and Leadership Academy in Pilsen has an immigrant student population representing 8 countries.
Mala situación económica.
19-year-old student Raylin de Horta Chavez told us the economic situation in his native Colombia was very bad. He left his homeland at the age of 12 and traveled alone to Panama. Years later, he would continue his trek on foot and by bus through 6 countries to reunite with his family members in Chicago. He shared these videos with us of his journey. Here, you see Raylin burning clothes to stay warm as he waits for a train in Mexico. In this video, his mother and sister are sobbing after finally boarding the top of a train. They're terrified because they've heard of people dying after being thrown from trains because of the velocity. After arriving in Chicago, Raylin compiled this video to show every step of his arduous journey. Today, Raylin lives in Chicago Lawn with his mother, siblings, and stepfather. And he's learning English.
My name is Raylin. I am from Colombia. I am 19 years old.
¿Qué significa estar aquí para tu futuro? I asked Raylin what it means to be here for his future. He told me he will not only have opportunities to study, work, and help his mother, but become a musician and a mechanical engineer.
Sí.
Tears fill Nicole Velasquez's eyes as she recalls the political situation in her homeland of Venezuela and her 4-month-long journey through Peru, Colombia, and then Mexico before arriving in Chicago. Now, she feels liberated to be able to speak freely.
Me gustaría estudiar derechos.
Nicole told us she wants to study law to help other people who are in the position she was in. The 17-year-old says it's a privilege to know she matters. In Pilsen, Suzanne Lemonnier, CBS News, Chicago.
Our thanks to Suzanne for those stories.